Hello, 101.5 FM.
Honorable Andrew Egyapa Mercer, Member of Parliament for Secondary, Deputy Minister Energy. Honorable Mache.
Yeah,
now what to say?
Adumna.
Now, I don't pass ya titting cravy as a decacra, but yes, zoo. Yes, a buying say or betiti, a trubia, taxes. I want petroleum, so petroleum products. So now, no cray.
You mean share with your friend, Kanka, for commercial and uncording. It is a question direct, Dama. Me, I don't know why in Kakra. But yes, be the penny Bassini. Na the minister, Honorable Dr. Matthew Poku Prempe, or task MP for the 1 year assessment be on the impact of petroleum prices at the global level. Na Ghana consumers wonder. Now, one recommendations be on economy for the able to relief kakra consumers. We have government and so but in Iraq since 2015, in your NDC on Abredo, no we introduce a policy of deregulation policy. On what abundance in setting petrol prices. We issue Obama. And when I walk off, I found one fee. I'm on the back. I can't walk to the Macau no turn. No way you will stay in a full cost recovery without any government intervention. 2015, I was started the policy. And for good reason, so that actually President Ron is not brought that through I'm paying for not brought that to 2015. Now, I can't walk about the whole through subsidies. No, those. Papa. And see that one or economy are being introduced to taxes to pay down that debt. In fact, you can say, I'm going to be the wow. And to over here, there, one cafe was about bed in the end and Ghana from that decision was taken. But government taxes be also Ninjuma was a year the expenditure our approval budget. And see every revenue piano or no Juma by way of the expenditure. But prices are all concerned because of issues are also Ukraine and Russia and all that. If you have the baby, poor prices are concerned. So I'm going to and see more boss or commission MP that we had an assessment. So why maybe the ABA ministry, my actual cat to go minister, Lakama. Office of the President of the Ministry of Finance, and they want to get done in his Casado. They won't share na MP recommendation of that, and say, Butum, now he reduce in Kakra so that Ghana will win the soul relief. Tamon common work or go.
I just minister, I say MP for so more. Now I buy to be a woman or what it is so.
Dabi, more processes no big ma. Free, I say free.
All right.
Yeah, an indication from Finance Ministry on the exact quantum of taxes are able to be reduced, at least for this window. But American there, on common shall say, on them abandon na sensitivity to the issue of petroleum prices. My baby share free are able to. Bid me yawo sisi and then come waiting to ma mutuma assure come for would say and pay. Don't ma action in the clear indication on the level of relief about we provide just so that price no perform kakra for the consumer. Yes.
Sir Coco Basse reliefs no eba violence also no suffer in any way. War improve to do plans any amano and canco plans beyond there because
so I know quite chicken and egg situation. Revenue no form no Now, expenditure so or there should not a control. I minded already one of the major revenue handles that Bonopedo introduced in 2022. Mozabwa Mayen financial situation mainly caused by COVID banking sector crisis and energy sector payments happen only heritage. Only e-levy. E-levy still going to be passing. And for 3 months, Skibia and Fiwamba to fund the critical expenditure items and we provide in the budget to fund with the e-levy revenue. And there's a problem there. In the book, there's speculators. So everybody is trying to move his money for fear there about the default ratings, one downgrade and all can win. So there's some issues are about resolved already. And the CC also Russia and Ukraine problem you are back. And so that ban going to be now unmanaged only now for the past 3 or so weeks. Ministry of Finance where analysis, where modeling, where can be touched, where we cannot touch. Say touch what are the implications and all that. Just so that at the end of the day, no relief or we provide the piano, there will be a basis to explain to Ghana for the look. Motini Obimoka win for somebody, but really, actually, the cost that you ain't care. The no one can win na. The windfall really is not much. Windfall when it comes to X amount. The revenue seen now, so you have taxes in the what it means is that salaries running to your base, interest payments need your base, NHIS, get fund, no one can hold school feeding, all these expenditure items need your base. And see, abandon or managing such that we can have those services provided and at the same time have some level of relief at the top. And see, on your easy fix at Baza, and it's important they in the yes, aban organ, a corner of that, able to provide relief be. But at the same time, in doing so, what they have recognized the relief will not be able to piano, there will be a necessarily some commensurate reduction in government expenditures that on the suburban will be impact Ghana forward. Ultimately, thankfully, prices will start already before. I'm sure the Bank of Ghana so to bring the city under control. We'll see some.
How about the prices being neighbor for me?
Global market prices
of petroleum products.
Of petrol, or rising up to 132 as of last week. And the last check, it was around 97. What it means is that we start already before. And see,
now I started about from so yes, yeah, there were speculations and Ebeko 10.
Of course, in share prices are what before that when you deliver as my price are crude away to Ghana this year and refined product of crude away to Ghana this year. It's probably about a month ago product. No man we able to and the cost would be that times price. It will take a little bit of time, and finally, the reduction will be felt at the pumps. Honestly, the pricing window, you have to regulate to an extent the times at which prices can either be increased or reduced, just so that we can put a check on the cost debt that may arise for the players in the game.
Honorable, I feel Mr. Putin. When you're in a coso kakra, we may need to pack our cars and start jogging. And I say you best start a ration your friends say fuel. Well,
to predict. Because when the analysts now were experts in them, so they projected even up to $200 as of last week. But now it's getting to 97.
So what might have occasioned the reduction? Say.
There's been some talk of ceasefire, that there's progress in the conversation. Some OPEC countries have been requested and have agreed to increase production. And see, if all those factors come together, then there will be sufficient enough commodities to meet world demand. And that would force the price down. And see, that's what is happening. Obviously, the issues no or escalate when two and find the solution behind the short term. Then the possibility of the prices going back up also exists. And so these are matters that are not within Aminawian control. It's not within government control. But yes, I admit that to an extent, prices at the pumps, so exchange rate or influencing. And Bank of Ghana is doing all within its powers to make sure that the dollar is brought under control.
Okay.
Just so that the impact on the prices at the end point of the consumer is within some reasonable accommodation. Yeah.
And then your pricing window, correct?
But
you say be free by 10, 80 they cover 10 cities. Now, say what's I have to say. At least world prices now you bear 132, 195. So your fan says that quarter. Is there any hope that next pricing window by that time now you offload the bay for my master because
it's possible,
and because of recalcitrant dollar still at the bit ready. Yes, that man is very
the city's behavior against the dollar is largely fueled by the speculation that Ghana government were downgrading by Fitch and the ratings agencies, and some investors are hurriedly pulling their funds out until they are scrambling for dollar. Of course, businessmen be so imports and all that. Then but hopefully by the end of this quarter, things will stabilize. People will be clear because I'm confident in the capability of government economic management team, headed by His Excellency the Vice President. That look, these hiccups really, but for some previous actions that were necessary, that bank could take, and I've outlined them. Obimu be denied they never existed, but the matters of fact remain factual regardless of your propaganda. Energy sector payments, all those accounting now, or your boss and abano boy will do account. Yen total revenue as a state, tax revenue, often only 3-4 items. Interest payments, wages and salaries, statutory payments, can happen. On the Nana the Danko for the Naba no bend, or look. This year, about 10 years, 6 fundamentals. Yeah, we introduce digital addressing system. Yeah, identify property via Ghana. Yeah, introduce Ghana card. Yeah, identify Ghanaian citizen via. So that through that we are broaden tax net to rake in more money. But now exercise here, but you still have to manage the economy. It is a opinion mismanagement. What cause 8 banks more collapse? Abandonment no, it's about 4.5 million Ghanaians would car no one investment for sure. Although intervene, no per bossa, no do so the monk of me now on awesome. Just so that the economy and the financial system will not crash.
But any power can I say, no, say you are in office for the past 5 years. Stop accusing him.
Get things done. We are dealing with the issues head on. But the more important is what so what why you know potom be in Africa. Obi said, "Oh, they want to know." And now, it's important for Ghanaians to recognize that look, problems they face, we are solving them. We are running away from after all. So run away from it. And Cabano kept a good vote here, but depositors won't harm. And Kennedy sector payments are balloon here, my IBS we like no sido. And poverty, Aban relief for providing non-code. But Aban is responsible to its obligations. And is saying that, look, they have funded the economy successfully for 3 years, even in the midst of all these payments that we've made. Now, COVID, I situation, no, why a West, but you want to be a fix. And just like the president talking. The Nimpan Kwan the Yanko to me, but the economy fix and the entire year be maybe. It's all fix it.
All right.
It's like the 2022 budget, the medium term, 3 years, we will get out of this problem.
Thank you. But rather, what's this media report say? A month for shall say AQ up for fuel. How? Say, baby, you say media report says a month for queue up for fuel. Does it cause for worry or concern?
Oh, men say, I haven't read it,
okay,
and I'm not doubting it. But obviously, if the commodity price goes up, the buyers cannot import. There's huge demand for gas in Europe that no one can win now. Potentially, Obotu will impact the supply locally. In fact, 3 weeks ago, many Excellency President called Abuja, and we saw queues upon queues upon queues at filling stations for fuel. But we, together with the MP and Onye Bidexno, easy to come out to ensure fuel security, because that's a core responsibility of the Ministry of Energy. In the crowd, I'm going to be in a meeting with the MP and the oil marketing companies and Bidexno to see what the quantity of fuel in situ is today and what the plans are to ensure that there are no shortages at the port. But I'm certain.
Minister, that's pay.
You,
Deputy Minister of Energy, Honorable Andrew Egyapa Mercer. Any other Kasaya?
Hello, 101.5 FM.